All right, so check this out. Here's a story of a superhero who has powers and can fly through the cosmos. All of that is cool, but I know you have questions like, can she beat Thanos? Captain Marvel up next. Let's go.
Brian's Cosigns.
What's up, y'all? You are now rocking with Brian's Cosigns. I am Brian Gunn. Shout out to the Brady Bunch on that intro. You know, I could get that high, huh? Anyway, the super movie that is Captain Marvel just flew into theaters and stars Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, Ben Mendelsohn, and Jude Law. Larson plays Veers, Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. And yeah, I know that sounds like a lot of people, but it all makes sense once you understand the why and how it takes place. So remember when Nick Fury hit up that person on the tricked out two-way pages just before he turned to dust at the end of Infinity War? Well, this movie is about that person. To some of the comic book purists, it might rub you the wrong way because there are some pivotal changes to the Captain Marvel character. But if you're the average moviegoer, the character development is easy to follow, so you'll be fine. This film is supposed to be a standalone origin movie, but it almost feels like a buddy cop movie because Captain Marvel and a young Nick Fury, shout out to the special effects department on that, a young Nick Fury are basically joined at the hip throughout the duration. The performances are solid, but it almost feels like you know how you're going to a concert and you have the opening act? Well, it feels like the opening act runs over their time and then bleeds into the headliner's performance. One thing that stood out to me in Captain Marvel was the pacing. The movie starts out full of vigor, and it prepares you for an energetic sci-fi frenzy, or so you would think. Once the action dies down, the dialogue drags a little. What I mean by that is, okay, sure, there is comedic wordplay, and it's in full effect. But when that subsides, the simplistic dialogue follows and it just slows things down. But I'll tell you what saves that. The interaction between the characters. Even though the lines may fall flat, the performances between all of the actors is just unbelievable. Like they really have good chemistry. The movie is set in 1995, so there's a bunch of nostalgia. Hey, to all my 80s and 90s babies out there, wardrobe and set design represented. Plus, hearing Sam Jackson talk 90s slang, yeah, that's worth the price of admission alone. Captain Marvel also ties in a lot of past MCU movies. So as you're watching this, there are going to be references and you'll see things that'll make you go, oh, so that's what they meant when they, and you see, wow, exactly. One thing the MCU is known for is action. Yo, CGI in here? Damn. Alien technology. Ill fight scenes. The Kree scrolls. God almighty. Your eyes will thank you for taking them to see this. Brie Larson as Captain Marvel is a good choice. But, yeah, there's a but. There's really no emotional connection between her character and us as the audience. Sure, we're going to root for her in a time of peril, but I just wasn't feeling her plight. There's a scene during the end of the second act, which is supposed to be an emotional, motivational speech given to her. I wasn't feeling it. And that's not a knock on her performance by any means. That's largely in part due to the writing. A lot of us are coming to see Captain Marvel to see how powerful she is. I'll just say that her true power will remain a mystery in this movie, at least for right now. Her true strength was not explored. And I'm hoping that they did this on purpose. At any rate, Captain Marvel is a inspiring, entertaining movie with a lot of pleasant surprises. So I'll acquiesce and co-sign Captain Marvel to the fullest.
Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel to you. Captain Marvel.
So there you have it, folks. Captain Marvel. Have you seen it? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Put your comments down south. Let me check them out. Stay for the end credits. There are 2 end credits. Stay for them. You won't be disappointed. And as always, take your ass to the movies. All right?
Brian's cosigns, yeah.
Yeah, I may not have a Captain Marvel star or anything like this on my chest, but this is just as significant. Tar! You're supposed to say heels.